The annual prestigious Vanguard Personality of the Year Awards was held on Friday, the 27th of January 2023 at the Eco Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. The award ceremony celebrates men and women who have distinguished themselves as achievers of excellence in their various fields of endeavor. The award ceremony was chaired by renowned administrator Dr. Mrs. Josephine Awoshika, who is the chairman of Access Bank PLC. Some of the notable personalities at the event were the host, Uncle Sam Amuka, the chairman Vanguard newspaper, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak of Kwara State, Chief Olusegun Oshoba, former governor of Ogun State. Governor Odomi Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom State was represented by Dr. Emmanuel Ekwem, SSG, Akwa Ibom State, Dr. Mrs. Nikki Akonde, CON. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa was represented by his deputy, Barrister Kingsley Otuaro. General Buba Marwa, retired of the NDLEA. Alhaji Aliko Dangote, President, Dangote Group. Asiwaju Otumba Onofowokon, Chairman, Coleman Wires and Cables. Dr. Olajumoke, Prince Bisi Olatilo, the Chairman and CEO, Biscon Communications. Erilu Abiola Dosumu, among many others. In his welcome address, the General Manager, Vanguard newspaper, Mr. Gbenga Adefaye, gave an overview of the Vanguard Personality of the Year Award, especially as it affects the criteria for selecting awardees.
As we celebrate the achievements of these personalities tonight, I encourage each and every one of us to take a moment to reflect on our character as individuals. There are numerous ways to make a positive influence, whether by volunteering our time, closing market gaps, spearheading innovation, being a model citizen, or simply lending a helping hand to people in need. We all have the power to shape the future of our country, and we must all take responsibilities seriously. Thank you very much for listening, and welcome to a beautiful evening. Thank you.
The chairman of the occasion, Mrs. Josephine Awoshika, in her remarks, said the Vanguard newspaper has been inspiring to Nigerians through the prestigious Vanguard Personality of the Year Awards. She enjoined guests to enjoy the moment.
That Vanguard newspapers formed about 40 years ago, and have started this work of Personality of the Year and recognizing in various sectors about 11 years ago. They have been communicating and inspiring our nation, Nigeria. It becomes an essential part of our building a future for Nigeria. That you and I will know that A is a personality that has done this. And they have created very, very important areas to acknowledge contributions. Like Benga said, acknowledge creation of jobs, acknowledge instituting technology, acknowledge building businesses, acknowledging both the public and the private sector, remembering lifetime achievers, bringing different people, Regulator of the Year, Heroes Award, and all kinds of special recognition that span across our nation, Nigeria. We need such. We thank you, sir, for you and your board for making it consistent in the last 11 years to bring to our memory living heroes in our midst.
Awards were then presented in the various categories. Special recognition awards were presented to Mr. Ejiro Otarigbo and Mrs. Eunice Onoekwesi. Lifetime Achievement Awards were presented to Dr. Jackson Gaius Obaseki, former GMD NNPC. Veteran actor Peter Doche. Renowned writer and columnist Ray Ekbu. Mrs. Mayan Adetiba. Professor Ango Abdullahi, former Vice Chancellor Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. Chief Femi Okunu, CON. Sir Mike Okiro, former IGP. Chief Razak Okoya, business mogul and philanthropist. Chief Audu Innocent Ogbe, former Minister of Agriculture. Bishop Michael Okonkwo, General Overseer, the Redeemed Evangelical Mission, TREM. The awards for Governors of the Year were presented to the Governors of Kwara State, Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, Governor Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State, Governor Udomi Manuel of Akwa Ibom State, and Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State. The Vanguard Personality of the Year Award was presented to Alhaji Aliko Dangote, President, Dangote Group. Other distinguished award recipients were Mr. Ayo Saber, Chairman, Lagos Internal Revenue Service; Mr. Mohammed Bello Koko, Managing Director, Nigerian Ports Authority; Mr. Adewale Tinubu, Chairman, Uwando Group, who was represented by Mrs. Balogun. A Distinguished Public Service Award was presented to the Chairman, NDLEA, General Buba Marwa retired. Professor Umar Dambata received the Vanguard Award as Regulator of the Year. Mrs. Nkechi Obi, NON, received the award for Woman Entrepreneur of the Year. Mr. Julius Rone received the Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award, while the award for Businessman of the Year went to Mr. George Onofowokon, Managing Director, Coleman Wires and Cables. The event also featured music and comedy performances by different Nigerian acts. The vote of thanks was given by Mr. Eze Anaba, editor, Vanguard newspaper. After the vote of thanks, music, dancing and merrymaking continued until the end.
Party bed first thing, everybody medicine. You want me everything, no be. My woman, my everything. Girl, my woman, I go fee. My woman, my everything. My woman, I go fee. My woman, oh, my everything. My woman, oh. Be my woman. If I don't leave me there, you don't say she'll be my woman. Be my woman. Oh, I'm not even gonna tell her. So we can see that the next time. My woman. My woman. Even if you want some, say me girl, more than other get China, Oluwa designer, me love a liner. No one can find her, she love me for me, don't worry right now. Say me girl find her, other Diana, other get China, Oluwa designer, me love a liner. No one can find her, she love me for me.
From Biscon Communications, it's congratulations to the Vanguard newspapers on the successful hosting of the 2022 edition of the prestigious Vanguard Personality of the Year Award.